Hello, welcome back to Distant Worlds 2. Doing our playthrough as the Teekan, and our economy is doing pretty well. One of the things that was pointed out to me in the last episode is I did the opposite of what I intended on doing. So when I went to policy settings and intelligence missions, I had these set to very high uh, caution and aggressiveness. So I need the targeting aggressiveness to be high and the caution to be low so that it does 70% or less. And that should take care of these guys automatically doing stuff going forward, at least to an extent. I am saving up a little bit of cash, although I do need some more exploration ships. I am down to 9, which means they're getting destroyed as part of, exploring and getting hit by pirates. We are early in the game, so we don't have a lot of deflectors. We don't have a lot of things to protect us right now. I would love to get another colony under my belt. We do have the ability to colonize this planet here. I am a little concerned about the location because it's right by a pirate base, but that is a feasible colony location, which will help us spread more into this area. I feel like we probably need to wait on that a little bit just because of the proximity to the pirates, and I don't want to spend 42,000 space bucks and then end up with it getting destroyed as it's trying to colonize. Like that could be very damaging to me economically and, emotionally. I would be very frustrated. I think we should probably focus on getting these guys into our fold here. So what treaty do we currently have with them? This is trending up. That's going up. We have no treaty with them. So I would love to negotiate a limited trade agreement, but I think it's going to be a hot minute before we can do that. I think I'll wait for this trust to tick up a little bit before we even try, because then I could, with one gift, I might be able to hop up to right past restricted and right to limited, and then we'll have to wait another cycle to get the free trade agreement. However, as pirates raid us, we keep losing cash, so might be a little while before we can actually make any meaningful progress on that. We have no military ships yet, but that makes sense because it's just difficult to do that. We're losing a lot of materials because of these pirate raids, and every time the pirates raid, it kind of sets us back a little bit financially and development wise. So I mean, overall we'll catch up at some point. I would love to become friends with more of these pirates, particularly the ones that are close by. Right now they're too upset with us to be willing to do a protection agreement, so I'm keeping my eye out for an offer, because sometimes they offer even if you can't choose it in the menu here. So I'm really just kind of keeping an eye out. I care more about the ones that are actually close to us than the ones that are far away, so we shall see what happens there. We're working on the heavy ion weapons right now, which will be good because then we can disable their ships. The hope is that we can disable them, board them, and then break them down for research tech. I'm not 100% confident that is going to be a thing that happens easily or even anytime in the immediate future, but small ships like this, I would love to be able to take them over in particular. I still think it's crazy there's a pirate base in our core system, and it's going to be a while before we can actually do anything about it. So are these, they're just chilling, no mission. Savage bandits. Yeah, I would love to get some of this tech broken down. We do have a little bit of strength on our spaceport here, not a ton, but a little bit. It is a little unfortunate that our cash has, even though we've been cash flow positive, all these raids keep chipping away at our bank, which is just going to make it harder and harder. It makes me want to keep our cash on hand at a low level, because then with the raids they can't They can't take it if it doesn't exist. Private economy is definitely doing pretty well. They're already at 1.2 million. We've got good cash flow. We can definitely see a lot of these ships going back and forth and trading stuff. So no immediate concerns there. If we look at our colonies, overall, they're doing pretty well. This one's about to go cash positive for the first time. We're nowhere close to being able to take this. But let's take a little look at the situation here. So it has gone up a little bit. I think we have, what, 5 more years before that, or 4.5 before that goes away entirely, and that'll leave us in a position where we're actually +1 with them, or +1 ish with them. And then maybe we could do a little free trade agreement or something. We'll have to see where it's at by then. They're still working on stealing stuff there. I'm pretty sure they went and reassigned to new missions on their own, because I remember this being like 72% in red. So they must have done something, which is actually really good. I do want to start building a military, but I am a little worried about the cash, not just the cash flow, but the maintenance of the ships is just going to cost more over time. I think I'd rather spend the money on new exploration ships right now, because the exploration is really what's going to make a difference for us here right now. So this build order screen looks a little bit different to me than it used to. Huh, I can't click that up. I really want some exploration ships, so as soon as I see 2900, I'm clicking this button. We're certainly getting a lot of private economy going on now. Like, these are really starting to build up. Oh, we got raided right as we hit that and lost some credits. So just got to keep an eye out for that that threshold being hit again. Come on, almost there. You're there. Nope, you're gone again. There we go. Little exploration ship, kick it out. Yeah, this is the downside here when they raid our base. The strength is almost comparable. Yeah, they're actually damaging our armor now. But we're repairing from the planet, so that gives us a little bit of an advantage there. Hey, we got some kinetic weapons. I wonder if this will upgrade us to a better small spaceport. Oh, that's a much bigger... That one will definitely win. Yep, we're being attacked now. Actually, I think we're... Did we beat them back? We're retrofitting to a small spaceport. Version 2. I think that has more hull space, so therefore it should have more weapons, more defense, more hangars. Just everything should improve. Take a quick look at our station designs. Yes. So from a small spaceport to SSP version 2, we could see that... I mean, we have everything set to automatic upgrade, so that's fine. But we could see the hull size 1100 versus the original hull size of 750. So that has the potential to have a lot more on it than the original one did. Certainly have more stuff there for sure. I do kind of want... I mean, this is... I need not just construction yards, but I need the docking stations. So I think we need to do a little upgrade there. We are going to have to lose armor, I think, to make room for docking bays. I need more space. We're probably going to have to get rid of some weapons, which is unfortunate. I don't think we can get rid of any crew systems, fuel cells. Yeah, actually, we're a little bit in the red there. There we go. Yeah, I don't think we can go without the... If anything, we actually need another energy collector, right? Because the static energy used and the energy collection rate are different. Here, we'll just do V2-1. I want all of those things. I just can't afford it right now. So it is what it is. But ultimately, yes, I do want medical, recreation, commerce, all of that. Not quite there yet. Already got rid of a bunch of weapons. I don't want to get rid of more at the moment. I'm not willing to give up my docking bays. So let's retrofit to that for the time being. I think we're slowly getting there. Cash-wise, hopefully we recover from some of these raids. We have to do another retrofit after this is done. Oh yeah, that lowered the strength fairly decent amount, unfortunately. But it is docking now, so we'll get there eventually. We're just not quite there yet. How's the stealing going? All right, we're about to move into improved escorts, which is going to give us better ships, so we could start potentially looking at building up a military with the hope of, you know, it might be one of those situations where we have an entire fleet of, you know, 15, 20 ships, and it can maybe disable a single ship, but that's all we need. We need to be able to disable and dock and take them over. Once we do that, then I think we'll be able to start leapfrogging a little bit more on the tech front, and then slowly work our way out of this current situation that we're in. All right, we are slowly working our way towards the positive. Another couple years, we should be good to go. We're Talon Raiders. Are they? Yeah, we have protection with them. Hidden Marauders, we do not have any current treaties, and they are the ones who harass us the most. They're less angry with us than they were. They still don't want to do a agreement. All right, exploration ships, looks like we're still kicking around, making some slow but steady progress. This is a rough start location. There's like just nothing over here, but hopefully we can push out there a little bit more. Probably try to churn out some more construction ships once we have the cash. We got several things we need to build. We only have 2 construction ships, so things are taking a little longer. Plus, we'd get more private sector cash into our coffers if we had these construction ships building stuff. We get a cut. We get a cut every time something gets. Definitely need to get more survey ships going. Cash is becoming more and more in the positive, which is awesome. Everybody's making some money here. I don't mind as much when the pirates harass the ships, because we don't lose a bunch of cash and we don't lose a bunch of or don't increase our corruption and lower our happiness as a result of that. You're going to build up colony under attack. Gonna lower our money for a while. Can't do much of anything about the pirate raids right now. They're becoming less angry with us over time. Hey, I like it. Got a new spy that appeared. Counterintelligence. I don't know about that. Try to steal stuff. They the best person to try to steal from. All right, well, our chances are not too high, but I think we should try anyway, because we could build up some skills, which will increase our future chances if we manage to pull it off. All right, we did end up signing an agreement with those pirates that for protection, so that should hopefully reduce the amount of raids. I will sign an agreement with these guys as well. So I think that's everybody in my immediate area that has like a meaningful military strength presence. So the hope is that that will give us some breathing room here, so we have the ability to build more ships and not immediately get destroyed by pirates. And my focus is going to be on survey ships at the moment, but ultimately I want to do more than that. Did we stole tractor beams, and we stole crew systems. Very nice. So that's going to be upgrades to several things. Counterintelligence. We don't want that. We want to steal stuff. Kidding me? Yes, advanced deflectors, 82%. Nobody needs counterintelligence at this stage of the game. I'm thinking maybe, I'm sure we got counterintelligence ratio set high, so let's go ahead and change that to 0 so that nobody wastes time and effort on that. The focus should be on stealing as much as possible as fast as possible, because that's what's going to leapfrog us technologically if we're not immediately getting to a point where we're capturing pirate ships or anything. So, all right, we are getting some cash build up. At this point, I want to let that build up a little bit more because we are getting close to neutral with these guys. And if we could save up enough cash, we can do... oh, you're not the guys I want to talk to. It's these guys are the guys I want to talk to. We can do trade agreements. If you mouse over this, it tells you how much you still need to go up. So by 10, I think if we send a larger gift, so I'm going to wait a little bit. But once this is gone in a year, and then once we could do the second largest gift, that should allow us to hop right to a limited agreement. And then once we're on a limited agreement for like 10 years, we can go to free trade. Once we go to free trade, we should be able to colonize this planet peacefully. So that's the hope anyway. Okay, so we got a heavy escort ship design. Let's take a quick gander at it. Man, in the early game, this is rough. I feel like you got to do ion just because you have to be able to disable. Not that I'm building anything right now anyway. All right, let's take a quick look at that independent colony. I think we're good enough to send that now, but I'm a little hesitant because I want this to tick down entirely. But I think we get more than +10 when we send a gift, so nope, I was wrong. I need exactly that. All right, so that was a mistake. I should have waited, and I did not. Got impatient. So that's going to cost me a fair amount of money, because this is going to tick down. It's going to end up going down faster than it goes up. So this colony is doing a little worse than it was before, and we're not getting rated anymore. So I'm not sure exactly why it's down comparatively. Hopefully it'll get better. Take a quick look at our options here. We were stealing some of this tech, which is great. These are all hashed out just because of the... I'm going to finish this. We're 2 days till it's done. Okay, so we got basic recreation systems, which is good for ships. It'll lower the maintenance, I believe. So we're past this date. There we go. Look at that. You stole basic, you little sneak thief. Now the question is, are you going to pick up something on your own, or am I going to have to manually assign you? Probably manually assign, because I think all of these are below the threshold for the automatic assignment. I think the lowest you can choose for automatic is 70%. So 63 is like the best case scenario for him until we get more espionage skill built up. Advanced deflectors should be coming up real soon here. Or I should say a chance of doing it. Evaded detection after successfully stealing rapid point defense. We stole advanced deflectors. Very nice. Group transports. That seems valuable. So we're not staying in the positive cash flow, and something's eating away at our money. Looks like colony growth is a big chunk of that, but that's good. And some of it's tribute paid because we're paying those pirate factions off. And the sooner we can get rid of that, that's going to help our economy a good amount. But for now, I think there's more value in paying to not be constantly attacked and lose the money than in having to deal with the raids all the time. And we could start breaking those contracts one at a time as we start building up a military fleet, and then try to, I guess, optimize our what we can do there. We're probably not going to be able to save up the money quick enough, but this could potentially be an opportunity to build a colony ship and get it ready to send to either down here or up to this planet. Oh, cool. More pirates. That's good. All right, these guys are pretty happy with us overall. Still too soon after our last exchange. We do have a restricted trade agreement. So in 4 more, we theoretically have. So what's interesting is I feel like normally when we have an agreement with them, it slowly builds up. But I think that might only be once we get to limited trade agreements. So I definitely hose this. I should have waited. Now it's going to cost me a lot of money to send another gift to be able to negotiate a better treaty. These guys, I don't see any military with them, so I'm going to, I don't know, contact unknown empires, huh? Oh, that's me giving my territory map. I don't want to do that. So let's do a non-aggression treaty. And then can we cancel? There we go. That gets rid of the protection agreement, right? All right, we failed, but we evaded detection. So that's good. All right, cash is starting to build up a little bit. Part of me wants to build more exploration ships with the money, but part of me wants to save up and try to make more progress towards the agreement with this independent colony, because getting that could leapfrog our economy even more. Kind of torn on that. So if I can switch these protection agreements over to a non-aggression treaty, that would be great. You can't give us anything right now. You have one of our spies, but we don't really have anything you want from us aside from money, and money's the one thing we don't have at the moment. Okay. Let's get some research projects up and running. Don't want to waste time not researching. All right, do we have the tech we need for assault pods? I feel like the answer is probably no. Torpedo weapons would be good too. Try to get that 0G combat done. I'd like to get that spy back. That would potentially benefit us quite a bit. Oh, we found another empire. Hopefully it's not close. Oh, you don't want to discuss anything. I cancel that protection agreement because we don't have any military strength, which means you don't have any ships in our area right now. So it's probably not worth paying you. Independent colony. That's value in there, but that's a lot of money to reveal that. I feel like at that point I could just send more exploration ships out. Got 13 of them kicking around right now. The Hive. We don't want to mess with that right now. That would be pretty awful. All right, torpedo weapons are coming relatively soon. Need to increase by 9, which means we need to send a gift. We're starting to get a little more cash positive now that we canceled a couple of those protection agreements. I can't cancel these ones for sure. This one I probably could. They're neutral with us. Yeah, I'll just cancel it. You guys are non-aggression, which means I'm not paying you. I don't think anyway. So these are the only two I'm immediately worried about. I think we got enough cash in the bank to talk with these guys and bump up that relationship. Another mistake on, I wish it would tell you when you send a gift how much it's going to give you as far as relationship, because I'm just going to keep wasting money doing that. All right, so let's see what research we can steal. What's like the cheapest research we could steal? I feel like you guys maybe are the best odds. 76, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, okay. He was doing that automatically. All right, get another mining station up and running. That's probably worthwhile. All right, I think maybe we put a pin in that for a while. How much does a colony ship cost? They're usually pretty expensive. At 42? Yeah, 42.7. So at this point, I might just save up for that and send it down here to try to get this colony established, because this is the one spot we can for sure colonize. Take a look at the mining locations. Maybe we can get a couple more kicked out. We're not using hexadorium yet, but we will, so I'd rather get it now. That's going to be a huge thing later on. One thing I am worried about, if any of my spies get caught, I'm not going to be able to afford to get them back. Oh no, somebody's raiding our savage bandits. Take a look at that faction. These guys, we don't have an agreement with them. Could get one. The Red Raiders. Okay, we didn't have a presence with them. Now we do. Let's go ahead and get an agreement with them so they go away. All right, we have found the Hakonish. Probably just their ships. I don't see any territory yet. Yeah, I'm not sending you a gift anytime soon. We did a little update there. Tractor beam. No, I don't think I have any of you guys kicking around. Yeah, I'm not buying system maps for a bunch of credits. At this stage, I think what I have to do is just build more exploration ships. No real special locations yet, but we got a good range. So we should be able to get out there and scout a lot of these stars and a lot of the planets. Okay, assault tactics. Basic countermeasures. 1 day till that area weapon's done. I'll have to wait for a little cash on hand to be able to switch anything. Sooner we get them done, sooner we get them knocked off, we don't have to worry as much about wasting research or stealing time on those techs. I'd hate for a spy to spend a whole month or a whole year stealing a tech that was only 1 day left for research. It would feel like a waste to me. I'd rather them spend their time making progress towards better techs and other techs. And I kind of want to save that. Maybe we can do fast mining. That'll make a little bit of progress. Oh, the ghost fleet has been destroyed. Now the question is, has it actually been destroyed, or for those humans? No, they're not humans. Nice. Critical breakthrough. That always feels good to make some meaningful progress. I am kind of down for energy torpedo weapons because I feel like that's gonna help move some stuff along here. Hyperdrive tech would be awesome. I just don't feel like we're to the point where we can do anything about that. 92 days on you. We can move you up a little bit. All right, that's good for now. All right, so we have to get at least the second tier of gifts in order to do any sort of meaningful increase in our negotiation and our trade agreement. I'm going to temporarily move this to 50-50. I don't want any reserves. Okay, so they're automatically reserving for the colony ship. So that should kick off automatically once we hit that threshold. It's going to be a while, but once we get to 42,000, it'll automatically kick that off. They're definitely seeing more hive ships. We have a defensive enemy fleet here. Okay, they've already got Corvidian shields. They've got some better hyperdrives. So they're ahead of me technologically by quite a bit. And they're probably down in this area. Hopefully if they're like right here, they're in the same boat as we are. They just have kind of a void. And it's going to be a little more difficult for them to spread out. We do see a little bit over here. So somebody exists near the center here. Which is where I wanted to be. But alas, I'm not. We do have to make some progress, like relatively quick, because we're kind of stagnating a little bit, and that's going to cause us to fall behind, which is not going to be good. So we need to start colonizing. We need to start expanding, keeping our economic strength going as we move along. But that's what's going to give us more research output. That's what's going to, keep moving the needle on the economy, help us start scaling and snowballing forward, because that ain't happening right now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it an episode here. We didn't make a lot of progress in this episode. We picked out a couple more exploration ships. We're definitely pushing further on the exploration front. We found another couple groups of people. I did botch our negotiation with this independent colony, but I'm still pretty confident that at the end of the day we will be able to pull that off eventually. We sorted out most of our pirate raiding issues. We sorted out a bunch of our spying situations. This is what I don't like. They're both doing basic countermeasures. That feels like a little bit of a waste to me. I'm going to cancel you and have you pick something else. Go. But yeah, overall, I feel like we are making progress. It just takes some time. They must be down here too. Holy crap. How do you have a 10,000 strength fleet already? What are you guys doing? I mean, you're doing something right, but geez Louise. I am quite concerned about that. That feels very powerful compared to me. But yeah. Well, an episode there. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, see more content in the future. We'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.